Good morning. And I thought we'd come back, visit these dwarves. We are taking up all the graphene blocks that the original fort was built with and just storing them off to the side here. And because it's a desert, one of our biggest issues has been water. And we've discovered finally where the water is. We're just going to make this our weapons stockpile. And we'll make next door our armor stockpile. We'll need a lot more room for furniture than that, I think. And we'll create a finished goods and a furniture stockpile. And I was quite excited to see this wet stone because we're in the desert and there is very little water outside of the rivers in this world. So I was very happy. I was excited to see the water, and naturally I thought we'll clear it out, we'll dig down, and we will create a reservoir, a well, someplace where the dwarves can wash up and drink if they have to. Which reminds me, we're going to clear out this next room. Here is the original fortress for these dwarves, for our civilization. It was attacked in the year 60 or so by a forgotten beast who's still lurking around here, as well as the king. The king of our civilization is somewhere in one of these areas that we haven't discovered yet. So we are looking for our lost king, Vabok, who has quite an interesting history, has several good friends who are still around because we are quite early in the history of this world. Ran the world up to 9,000 years, and it becomes a very difficult place to live. And so thought we'd go back to an earlier time. And this, around the year 120 or so, is the golden age for our dwarves. So while they're busy moving that stockpile, we are going to get ready to collapse this roof. Now, we don't want to collapse it until we have gotten all of these guys out that we're going to, because the roof is going to collapse and destroy these blocks, I think. I've looked underneath after doing the roof collapse, and I don't think the blocks survive. And might keep this section of roof right here just in case we have to knock it down on some invaders at some point. But we are going to hopefully collapse this part of the roof today. And the roof should remain stable as long as it has a few connecting blocks. But then it will just fall. It makes a beautiful little dust particle effect and destroys things. Will destroy anything underneath it. So let's go ahead and tell the dwarves to maybe not haul for a little bit. Let's see if we can get them back to work. And we want to make sure that we claim the original trading spot as our own, which gives us a chance to look over our dwarves. We're now going to we're reclaiming that those graphene blocks for us. And it's a good time to go ahead and assign a broker. This expedition was mostly about digging and fighting whatever monsters might still be around. So no specialists, no poets, no comedians, nobody with any social skills, just diggers. And gave them all names reflecting their personality to help remember who they are a little bit better and give them some little bit more character. Well, they have plenty of character, but make that character, those characteristics accessible to us. Okay, so here we go. They're going to take some time just building and collapsing this. We will collapse the roof before we are done. Looks like they're really quick about it, huh? And this will, take out all of that. There we go. And then we're going to dig deep. The original plan was to dig down into the aquifer and find the water, but earlier we found where all the water is hidden, and I believe it's on level 30, and the main part of the fortress that we took off is on level 30, and level 32 here is where the water is hidden in a gigantic lake. And we discovered that by building some upwards stairwells right here, and that basically caused a flood. But it gave me an idea now of channeling that lake water into one of our main rooms, this is going to be our main hall. So I think that we can have waterfalls all along the back. And we will figure out that exactly, but I'm pretty sure that this is the lake here on level 32, and we are on level 30. So that's why I can clear out all of this, and it won't flood. But just giving the wet rock, the damp rock notice, which was frustrating. For a little while, because I was looking for the water and I couldn't find it. It should be right there. Let's see, armor. We're gonna need more armor storage because we're just taking over this fort, and these guys loved their armor a lot. So let's see, what are some things that we can just stick there that we don't have a lot of? There we go. Do we have any coins? I don't think we have any coins. I don't think we have much in the way of cloth. But here's where we're going to store our gems, and we're going to put our precious things on pedestals up there. So where is... I'm in the wrong stockpile button. I'm just going to store all of our precious gems that we find right there, and we'll smooth this out so it looks nice. Now let's go check the top and see how our dwarves are doing with clearing out that. We want them to all. I think I'm very sure that we want these graphite blocks to be in the stockpile, because when the roof collapses, they will all they'll be destroyed. So we're gonna make sure everybody's just now hauling, and that's gonna take a little while, I'm afraid. And then we can collapse the ceiling. We can we don't need them busy on that as much as moving those blocks, even though I think they're gonna mostly move furniture for a little while. Channel. We'll have to get that dug out. We'll have to put a wall here as we flood it out. So that's just a lot of extra work we don't need. Let's do this the easy way. I think there's the opposite side of the ramps. We don't want to make the ramps unusable. But I think if we just go straight out here, we should end up in the cavern. And then the lake will be at the top part of the map. And we can figure out exactly how to get. We don't need these because this is from when we were looking for the water. And now I think we know exactly where it is. Let's take a look at who is digging. Tough. Because they are tough. And the lover of Skipper, who I named Skipper because I thought they would make the best leader, and they did. What do we got? We have been able to pick up some of the inventory that the older dwarves left behind, because we're reclaiming. And let's see, we have a deity, so that's a good. Tough has a deity, which is good because we have forgotten to build any sort of temples. And our leader has Otten Abs Nerd for a deity. So that's interesting. And we will build a temple somewhere. Not sure exactly where yet. We don't want to destroy. We don't want to destroy our trading post by objects falling from above. So, which can happen. And we have to remember, when we collapse this, there are no beds yet. Which is a good time to go down to where I think we will make our workshops. We'll have our living area. We'll have our great hall here. And we will come down here and claim these areas. This might take a little while. Forging blades and precious gems beneath the mountains you carved our halls from living rock, our legacies we claim this lowest level on level 22. Let's see if we can make a 22. Do you remember how? And let's hit the keep building button. Let's see. Should be 2. I think we have enough room. Oops. There we go. Level 22 and level 26.
In the shadows of our homes, whispers of our past. Through the storms and darkest night, our fires burning fast. In our blood and breath,
I'm surprised I remember how to make 6 or 8 pixel tall letters, but I used to have to do that back in the 90s. It was fun. We can learn a lot about the history of our fortress by checking out the statues of what the original founders built. And this is a limestone statue of dwarves. It's an image of 3 dwarves. Okay, so there's 3 dwarves there. Of a dingo man. It's a statue of a dingo man. Three dwarves down, because we're removing that statue. We're gonna put that one in the front. And this is a statue of cassowary man. That's a bird, I think. So we have dingo people, bird people, dwarves, and another dwarf. So it's almost a map that we have our dwarves here, those dwarves that are a bit to the east and the south of us, that other dwarf kingdom, and that'll be interesting. We'll make this into our map room, and I wonder if we can have a waterfall here. And here and here. That means going up and putting a channel. And let's go back up to level 32 and dig a little bit more. I'm pretty sure if we keep digging, we will punch through and find this cavern. That may be a good time to build some stairs. All the way at the bottom on level 22. All the way to the top of the tower. So that's 30 levels. It's going to take them a little while. I have been working on some game concepts, one of which I've been wanting to do for a long time, which is a proper superhero team game. Oops. There we go. There's our cap. Let's just go ahead and pause. Go up to level 32. Oh, we were so close. So that is probably how we flooded ourselves. And did a restart. Okay, this is a should be a channel. And what we want to do is we want to control some water. And we're gonna build another wall. That's awfully close. So let's go look and see what we got for our cavern. We can stop tunneling. And we have fungi with a very, very thick, this is great, a very nice forest. A nice little plateau that is a couple of caverns tall. But I don't trust caverns, and I'm not totally used to even having them around. So we are going to block the cavern off. And we will work on the second layer later. But I think that if we do some blocking, we will have less problems. And I expect that as soon as we have I suspect as soon as we have this area open, we will start getting visitors. All these monster slayers is generally what has been happening. Let's go ahead and allow them to dig. We can finally give the dwarves a water source. I don't know if they need a ramp, but let's just go ahead and give them a ramp. Water control area. So let's go ahead and see if let's go all the way down to what, level 22? No, 22. And here's where we're going to put our workshops for right now. So let's put a floor there. Chert. If we have any. Nope. We're going to dig out here. And this is going to be a second cavern layer, I suppose, yeah. So this is nice. All this water, it took forever to find. It looks like it goes off the map, so it will be an endless supply of water. And waterfall. Now, let's see, where do we want the waterfalls? Let's see, 3, 2, every 2. That'll be pretty. Is that right? 2. No, that isn't right. One in. Now that we go 3 in. 3. That looks good. And put our channel above. Looks about right.
In the shadows of Berda, the whispers begin. Dark forces rise,
That looks
a
right.
siren takes them in. With armor cracked and faces holding, they heed his call and loyalty
Room
can
for,
win.
there's our lever
From
room.
the depths, the RM emanate.
Okay. So they will put levers, and then water will come in like so. We'll tunnel that up from above. And we'll get some massive amounts of water flow, I think. Yeah, that's a good plan. It'll take them a while to dig that out. Let's go to the top. Looks like we've had our first people moving in. So let's instead go back to 26. This is a good spot for all of our workshops, perhaps. And to make it a little bit quicker, let's see, we will just use the closest material. It's a temporary spot. We'll give everyone their own spot later. What else do we need? We are going to need a mechanic shop. Mechanic. There we go. Just tell everybody to hurry up. And we have a little treasure store that we can get into. And we have furniture. Let's see what kind of tables we have. Closest. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we'll just put in 7 chairs. Oops. There we go. Now they have just enough room. Might as well put the kitchen and the still just temporarily right there. And we're saying that is all going to be food storage. So we'll have our dining room. We'll go ahead and designate that as our dining room. Perfect. Let's just make rock mechanisms and beds. We had to bring all of our own wood, if you recall, doing a carefully preparing for the journey. And we need floodgates, and probably one of those, and a coffer because I always forget. And door. So we'll probably want to make an altar. And just make as many doors as possible. What else? Cabinet. And, oh, we do want pedestals. I think that's gonna be good for just a bit. That'll occupy one dwarf. What do we need here? We need access to the outside. I don't want to just let anybody waltz in. That seems safe enough. Do we have a door yet? Give that some time. This is all sealed, so nobody's coming in or out that way. I want to be inspired by some of the designs of Lord of the Rings with their dwarves. So no railings, lots of just bridges over abysses. And let's go to the top. Let's see how everybody is doing with hauling. These guys are doing nothing. They just moved in, and that's probably because I didn't assign them. So everybody hauls, and we brought along enough picks for. We brought 10 picks, so we have some extras. And here is the first, Thina, Racked Notches. That's a tough name for an adventurer. Have a lot of notches on their whatever. And the first of, I think, many would-be heroes who wants to come along with us. And is this Thina right here? No, the Quill. Let's look up Thina. There we go. Here's Thina. She is a lady consort. The two Kazlu. Zo's. What kind of equipment does she have? Some very, very nice large chain leggings. Finely crafted bronze chain leggings, suitable for humans. Married a Kazlu Balancai, who I don't think I saw in our list. Going ahead and giving everyone the same name so that they're family. We'll see what happens. And Thina is monster slaying. That's what they're here for. Let's give them a bit of a watch while dwarves do their thing for just a little bit. Thina's very happy about living in Talk Traded. And, yep, the first thing that they're doing is going to the caverns. So as soon as we opened those caverns up, it started to attract everybody. And we're going to need a place for all the bones. Where are we going to put all the bones? There's going to be a lot, and they're just going to go here with these trees. A tower cap. So I guess a giant kind of a mushroom. They grow into whatever shape they can. Let us continue on our walls. So I'm working on some concepts for a superhero game. And that brings me down in, like, you know, kind of quantum physics, philosophy route. And I'm going, you know, what is locality? And doing a comic book means that I'm trying to emulate frames. You know, what is time? What is time in a comic book? What is locality? And I think I found a neat, tricky way of doing that and allowing players to share worlds and heroes, because I think that's the fun part is, hey, I've been playing this character, and here's my friend who likes this game, and so now I'm going to give him I think like a 25 character long code, like an old Sega Genesis cheat, and that is going to be all the information needed to recreate or to have my character enter his world. And I'm doing that almost like I'm starting with solitaire. I don't think solitaire is fun, but people play it. But I think it'd be interesting if you could take a game like solitaire and create a story, and you can, because you can go up to almost anybody and say Colonel Mustard in the living room with an object, you know, and you can tell a story with just 3 or 4 cards that way. So I'm looking at how to do that in a way that embraces the comic book form, not visually so much, because starting with locality, and what is locality, and size. I'm going to go with very archetype templates and card-based actions. So very much inspired by Dwarf Fortress, which is one of the few games that I'll really play and get into. Unlike the games that I like to make, I like to play these incredibly boring games. Have they done any work up here on top?
Time for that show. Let's run in for the wine. Beneath mountain roots where the tails breathe fear, chasms so deep the ribs will see clear. And here we all stand, torn never to disappear, leaning towards the edge with a grin and a cheer. We're in the Steins glow, we dance without a care. With the echoes of our laughter, rolling it into the beat. Down the half-forbidden light, with shadows, kiss, and madness intertwine. Sing up the darkest, call it out one more time for the night show. Let's run in for the wine. Wish I'd taken it high, feel a rumble roar. Oh, under earth and sky we sing and implore. Courage to beat where legends implore. Just one more round for the spirit we adore. Into the abyss, down the half-forbidden light. The shadows kiss and madness intertwine. Sing out the darkness, call it out one more time for the night show. Let's drown in for the wine.
In these tunnels deep, wir suchen Schätze fair und strong. Bei jedem Schritt hat der Klang von Zwergenlied und Song. Unsere Hände, though dirty, feeling beauty in the storm. Jeder Edelstein shines like home where dreams are grown. Wir fühlen den Puls der Erde, deeply woven in Herz. Der Wind flüstert hier keine Angst mehr, no more hurt. Unsere Edelsteine leuchten wie Sterne in der Nacht. Hat unsere Hände full of strength und rough gemacht. Schöne kleine Edelsteine, gefällt es hier wohl. Trotz der rauen Hände wie das Herz eines Trog. Wir leben für die Geheimnisse, buried in the earth's heart. Ein Bündnis mit der Tiefe, jeder Teil nimmt Teil Part. Die Melodie von Hammerstein, Echo on Cavern Walls. Mit jedem Game, der fundet, führt die Seele Glück in Holz. Bekannt mit Lust und Liebe, jeder Edelstein ein kleiner Dream. Unsere Edelsteine leuchten wie Sterne in der Nacht. Hat unsere Hände full of strength und rough gemacht. Schöne kleine Edelsteine, gefällt es hier wohl. Trotz der rauen Hände wie das Herz eines Tod. Die Steine, sie singen, gestimmt von alter Reine, hart die Melodien klingen sweet. Auf every part ein Reich unter Erde, wo Schönheit ist der Voll, wo wir alle zusammen, wir all become whole. Unsere Edelsteine leuchten wie Sterne in der Nacht. Hat unsere Hände full of strength und rough gemacht. Schöne kleine Edelsteine, gefällt es dir wohl. Trotz der rauen Hände wie das Herz eines Todes.
Okay, these guys are doing a good job. I'm impatient. I want to collapse that roof. Oh, what kind of visitor is that? An ostrich. Nice. I'm usually too afraid to look at what is living around. A Gorlak. We have some visiting humans. There's a merchant. Let's make sure that we have a broker there, so we can trade. Taking over the fort, there's already a whole bunch of stuff that was left behind by the previous dwellers. And where is the grassiest spot? It's right here. We're going to put our pasture right here. The greenest spot we're going to get, and tell all of our animals to be there. Because that little piggy is going to get crushed. And it's a pet pig. The pet of one of the humans, one of the adventurers who moved in. Which reminds me, we need to go ahead and get the dorms set up. There's our main fort level. I just say all these are dorms. Let's just try that. Let's hit accept and see if we can put some. Let's put 2 in each. That's all we got. Let's see if that'll be, if people will be happy with that. And we're gonna get just constant adventurers wanting to move in. Which means I don't think we need an army. So it's a really good setup. Let's see if we got a pedestal ready yet. All the way here. There are workshops on level 26.
From the shy I walked alone, where the gardens once grown, that the fire burns on. It takes me so far from home. I am sound. I don't want to be here, but I fight without fear. I am sound. I stand tall. Loose the chains, make the wall. Every step I take with you. Loyal heart, see us through. Was a gardener's son with dreams, bound by a fate unforeseen. Yet the bonds of friendship shine and light the path the whole time. I am sound. I don't want to be here, but I fight without fear. I am Sam. I stand tall. Loose the chains, break the wall. Every step
It's rather difficult to get to the caverns because there's no connecting bridge from the stairwell. So anybody who wants to go adventuring outside is going to have to take the ramp. It's going to be a little bit longer of a trek. There's the other ostrich. We just have visions of ostrich riding dwarves, ostrich cavalry. Well, let's do our first trade. Pause. What do they have that we need? What we need is food. And a cage. We'll buy some cheap barrels. Buy a couple of cheap buckets. Let's buy all the pickaxes.
Sam, I don't want to be here. I watch the sun set beyond the Shire. Where's my heart? It's lost in tales and weary paths. Yet I march on with
wish I knew
hope
what to do
in
with this.
hand. You're in my soul like morning dew. Your voice is sweet, yet it haunts me. I'd walk this path 1,000 times, dear, because your love, it sets me free.
803 so far. So far we owe the traders 803 for our shopping spree. And we just doubled that.
A
This-
life I left behind, simple world untouched by sorrow.
We've forgotten to move
my
anything over.
friend, your face is etched in every line of the journey we must follow. You're in my soul like morning dew.
Okay.
Voice is sweet, yet
We should
it
move some
haunts
things
me.
there. What do we got?
I'd walk this
Ambulance?
path 1,000
What do we have that we don't
times,
need? Things that the
because your love
other guys left
sets
behind.
me free.
Let's just look at the armor. Let's keep the iron
Across
and sell
through
the
dark,
copper.
your
And
light
hopefully,
is what guides my way.
think we're gonna-
In the silence and the heart
Gorlak leather. Let's get rid of that before the Gorlak sees it.
Me stay. You're in my soul like morning dew. Your voice is sweet, yet
Sorry,
it
song.
haunts me. I'd walk this path 1,000 times, dear, because your love, it sets me
And it's
free.
mostly there. Okay, what else do we have? Boulders, crowns, crutches. Let's get rid of the copper equipment. We just inherited all the inventory, so we didn't work on it. Okay, we're gonna tell it to move that, and maybe next year when the merchants come by, we can do some selling. I got that off this.
Fingers
Did I-
rough and worn
is it
from
not
toil, yet they
ours?
hold treasures
And
with a
they're not.
tender touch. In the caverns deep where shadows dare, the echo of our hammers sings a mighty song.
I still have a lot to learn on how trading works. So a little sad about that. Everyone's just grabbing their blocks. I think the blocks should be going here. Oh, that is. We're gonna have to expand. Speaking of expanding, let's see how we're doing on our massive storage areas. Gems, armor. Still got a long way to go to clear that out. So we're gonna have to make a second gallery just for the armor. Which will take a little while. And the trader is ready to trade, but we have missed the opportunity. That's okay. We will get them next time. And I want to thank everyone for patiently sticking by. I'm working on the 40K fan game, which helps me learn. I'm learning a lot working on it. I did art for a long time and started coding a few years ago. So I'm still learning, but I think I have a good vision for the fan game long term. Can't sell it. It's not an original idea. It's just for practice, just for me. I'd like to share it one day. But the superhero idea, I want to pursue a little bit more because I think it is a marketable idea. more fun than solitaire. I think that's my selling point. It'll be more fun than solitaire. That's not saying much, but I think it's the kind of experience that I really want to give to a player. So it's something I've been thinking about for a while. And I think we're just going to wait for these guys to haul. As soon as someone's come up here to clear these, we're going to drop. I think we're going to drop the roof. And it'll be too dangerous until they've cleared out the graphite blocks to collapse it. So let's see what some of the monster slayers are up to. Where is Thena? Just wandering around the caverns in the dark, and I don't know why, but these humans... Oh, a legendary armor smith. These humans hate these troglodytes, and there is usually a slaughter. It's not very nice. Let's see, have we no experience yet? What other monster slayers do we have? Tekwol, he's a cook. And no slaves yet. About we looked at Athena, Edor. They're all noobs. They're all noob adventurers. So this one, whose name is difficult. What is his personality like? She feels best when everyone gets along without any strife or contention. Okay. Resists sickness, poor memory, seeks harmony. We have any memories? Let's see. Thoughts. Being granted resident. Yeah, that's her memory is earlier in the year, not long ago. They moved in. And we've lost them. So let's go look. People are gonna be wanting to come in all the time. So we don't need a military. Let's go back up to 32. And here is our waterfall system, almost ready to go. Floodgate, floodgate. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's gonna be our levers. Widen that door a little bit. Water will come in, and then we'll have to remember it's got to go somewhere. So,
in the earth, the secret shining, with each chisel stroke delight. Down the path, the stones aligning, leading to the morning's light. Hooray, hooray, dirt and rock, our kingdom. Hooray,
you're lower than I thought.
the lovely little gems.
So deep and cold, where tales of dirt and rocks unfold. We go down to see the sparkling stones.
I think that is
Underneath
go.
the earth we stray.
That will come out on a...
Gems that light our way. The dead hours in our hands to find their home. Dirt and rock and lovely little gems in the caverns where our voices hum, our hearts ignite to the song of mountain babes. With our hammers and our toil, we dig through layers of precious soil to uncover what the earth has let us do.
We'll take that
Deep
off.
shadows like the
This is
sleep.
just
Reflecting dreams we'll always dream.
we'll put a floor down so we can just access some scaffolding.
Dirt and rock and lovely little gems in the caverns where our voices hum, our hearts ignite to the song of mountain bays.
Lever room for this massive reservoir. So we got another cabin. That must be the one all the way down. Come down, waterfall.
In the night, we find the treasures out of sight.
We want the floor on this side.
The earth's eternal dance.
Anywhere but there. Okay. Waterfall, waterfall, waterfall. Down here. There is that interesting cavern, which is just
Hearts ignite to the song of mountain bays.
quite near the other one. But we can guess, yeah, directly underneath us. And this is what we will be
No sun to
eventually flooding out. So this upwards.
It's dark and torturous night. The walls are closed, the ceiling's low. That's how we like it down below. With fun is stew and rats to chase, and echoes singing through the place. No king, no rules, just bang and grin. 1,000 tunnels thick with kin. We march in mud, we Friday drive. We bite the bone and drink the slime. No sun we seek, no stars we dream. The dark is deep and we are brave. No Lord commands us long or loud. We break our chains, we wear those crowns. We forge in fire, our faith is cast. Steel and spike shall ever last. We sleep on stone, we dine on dread. A broken hell becomes our bed. No one eats bread, no milk for me. It's blood and ash and misery. The birds are these, the howl and kill. The hunt by night to take our fill. Dusted eye and sharpened blade. We reap the spoils that war has made. You crumble and dig in your soul-tight halls, are blind to the shadow that the blackens and smalls. You treasure your trinket, your gold, and your pride, but the dark lord stirs and nowhere to hide. You've no idea what swords draw near. When it's done, you'll drown in fear. Raise your fly and stamp the ground where all feet fall and none be found. Yeah, hey, yeah, hurry, hey. Yeah, hey. Ogres that live with tender skins. They wince and wounds and fear their sins. Where orcs are strong, where weak hearts fall. We eat the fear, we feel it all. This team birds, it finds their trees. Their feathers were fanned in a fiery breeze. But funny little birds, they have no wings. But what shall we do with the funny little things? Roast them alive or stew them in a pot. Fry them, boil them and eat them hot. Burn, burn, tree and fern. Keep them bring it back, eat them bring it back.
Shrivel and scorch, a fizzle and torch, to light the
day and light the night for our delay. Yeah.
Let's just go set up our floods, our waterfall system here. So we got, let's link to 1. Let's link to 2. There we go. Link the first one. Link the second one. I should have color coded them. Okay. That'll look nice after we've cleared all this crap out of this nice row. And we'll have some sort of water source. A couple more people wanting to move in. That filled up quick. Still need so much armor. Hauling can wait. Let them fill up so that we can get back to hauling those graphite. But it does look a little less crowded. And then we're gonna have a nice setup in here eventually. And dining room. Let's give them some doors. Because we wanted that to be the red door. There we go. How are these guys doing as a dorm? For our dwarves, they're gonna have bigger rooms, so we're just gonna make everything a little bit bigger. And I don't think it's gonna cause any problems with flooding. I think our flooding is controllable at this point. Let's see, are we linked? Let us pull all the levers just to make sure that they're working. Oh, we got this, got the waterfall. And let us tell it to, we want a grate. I don't think we've had any casualties yet, so we don't need to worry about. We are in dire need of food. back a little bit further there. And have we... It didn't open up. We're just gonna we're gonna drain right into that. Let's go ahead and cultivate floor. We're not gonna look at it, so it can be made out of the closest material. We still have a way in and a way up. That's the important part. And we'll have a beautiful waterfall coming through here. Hopefully it'll provide mist. Let's see about those grates. Let's see before it's too late if we can find. There we go. Let's get this collapsed. As you can see, there's nothing underneath. Something, but we are going to collapse that section of the roof and then reclaim it and then start digging out. And any moment. Oh, good. All right, that was somebody died anyway, even though I guess they were underneath. But it does a nice job of just slamming the floor down. And Onul, he was a visitor, got caught somehow. Pretty sure he's the only casualty. And I've been excited and waiting for that, so thank you very much. We are now going to tell these dwarves to process. Oh, it'll be a channel. So we hit it so hard it became ground. Yeah, so we're going to channel this out. All of this, and it's going to give us eventually no roof. We can start dismantling our wall. Some more blocks. Build a new castle or something. But I want to say thank you for everyone's patience. I'm going to let the album run out one more time, I think, and I'll see everyone later.
The dollar shaped the land, two factions took the sides across the ancient sand. Battles into power, 5,000 wives as well. nation's grand design. Through choose broken eye, in ancient times they shine. Elves and mothers and the brave with men they forge their fate. Monk of cast and the starting boy he seals his date. The Elfin's courage bent out before tips the black. Main rose holding silver world, we do not turn back. To the void we cast the thought. Allies stand, believe our hope. Westward sails the realms divine. In our mind the stars align. To the void we cast the thought. Allies stand, believe our hope. Westward sails the realms divine. In our mind the stars align. From all of the infants, ancient and strong, their voices harmonized in wood and song. I nudged the stone that shifted fate and changed the story of the great debate. From Robin down to Rohan, I spun the threat. United heroes to move ahead. I was there in every shadow and every prayer, guiding hand in times of need. I was there indeed. I was there in the shadows cast by flickering torches long ago past. Great pilgrims have in hand I roam, guiding those who sought a safer home. I breathe the dragon smoke from fiery heat. A billow escape is golden defeat. I was there, guiding through the despair. Ever brave, ever fair. I was there, I swear. Stole a ring, a burden to bear. Knew the darkness gathering forces to prepare. I rekindle fires, hope in mossy light. As armies gathered, fates to fight. From Isengard to Mordor's gates, I stood against the Dark Lord's hate. I was there, guiding through the despair. Ever brave, ever fair. I was there, I swear. Fireworks lit the Pelennor sky. Urim rode forth, enemies to slay. At Black Gates breached the final stand. The ring destroyed, the war now won. I was there, guiding through the despair. Ever brave, ever fair. I was there, I swear. In the depths of ancient stone walls, claim their birthright true, forging blades and precious gems beneath the mountain's hue. Carved our halls from living rock, our legacies we span, with axes sharp and hard of our past. Through the storms and darkest night, our fires burning fast. In our blood and breath, we hold the song of every clan. With axes high, we forged our path and took our stand.
We were there when the mountain sword pointed the majestic land. We were there when our heavens grace and happily land. And we obeyed as the fires blazed, united we may stand. We were the best, the same in the night of Muslim time.
I was there the early days of Asian Miller, watching as the fire erupted in this universe. In the shadows, heaven looking from above I came. Silence my sense of conquer and to target shame. In the forges, born of fury, living talented. I was there with the best to say what I can. I was there, I was where, that is why I see no despair. In the world I was like there, I was there, I was there. I was there as else awakened back to dreadful hells. Jealousy and dark ambition tell my ring of steel. Floating there the hands of all this burning by control. Corrupting hearts and saving lives that hunger took its soul. Being to the corners like a false and given there. I was there when we said I can't run away. I was there, oh I swear, that is why I see no despair. In the world I was like there, I was there, I was there. Now the time has come to rise. With the dawn of darker skies, free people see and realize. I was there, I still rise. I was there, oh I swear, that is why I see no despair. In the world I was like there, I was there, I was there.
Thundering winds carried him far and wide. Lost cities and towers still stood high. He set his sights upon the lonely mount, where hope and dreams once flowed like a fountain. On in the distant east, fire and bite in my veins. With lost to seas and race, I saw the riches of all. Smoke the terrible beast of flame. Witness the power the land The flames will always rise and play upon civilians, they seal their fate. Eyes on fire through the night they bleed. The eternal girl of master tree. I remember lands with the howl of the wind. The hunting is looking for dark Lord sail. Bring back what's stolen from me. And the shadows that fell into the master's fill. From villain tailing, bring back what's stolen from me. In the shadows of Berda, the whispers begin. Dark forces rise, a siren takes them in. With armor cracked and faces grin, they heed his call and loyalty can dim. From the depths, the arm emanates. Return that which was stolen, it always. Return. Bring the one ring to me. Return. Only then will I get free. With the stench of decay, the heavy dark hair, that skull fly fall, bringing forth despair. Twisted minds and hearts and snares, hunting down the precious everywhere. The hunt begins, their master commands. Return to my dark lands. Return. Bring the one ring to me. Return. Only then will I be free. In shadows deep, the dark lords will. Their mission clear, his voice so still. Return. Bring the one ring to me. Return. Only then will I be free. In shadows cast by torches gleam, I walk the path of many dreams. Breaking through the darkest night, my staff of beacon shining bright. I greet the dragon's burning breath and led the way, defying death. I was there in the heart of fire, standing tall. I was there for me to love I gave my all. From my sinner to Morton's gate, against the dark I stood with fate. My fireworks, the sky ablaze. In battle's night, the dazzling maze. But here we wrought the swords ablaze. The final stand in battle's gaze. I was there in the heart of fire, standing tall. I was there for me to love I gave my all.
Now reborn as the wise I rise, with even greater strength watch evil demise. I am the light against the shadow, leading the charge through every battle. Fear not, for I magnify in this war we shall strive. From the siege of Minas Tirith to the Black Gate, with a staff in your hand I'll smash the fate of Sauron's life, grasp tearing it apart. With every swing I crush the dark, lending wisdom's flame and forging new hope. Through strife and fire with always cope. I am the light against the shadow, leading the charge through every battle. Fear not, for I magnify in this war we shall strive. The shadows linger, the dawn will break. As long as I stand, no ground we forsake. Heroes rise and kingdoms endure. With wisdom's light, our victory sure. I am the light against the shadow, leading the charge through every battle. Fear not, for I magnify in this war we shall strive.
Together we walk through the shadows of lore, man, elf, and dwarf on the edge of war. His courage the beacon, his spirit untamed, yet the call of fate was his to be claimed. At Rauros where the waters roar, oh, Mir, your name forevermore. We whisper to the stars up high, to guide our friend in the sky. Those shadows part our way, our hearts forever stay. A shield once strong, now cleaved in despair. By the river's edge we left him there. His face a memory etched so deep in sorrow and honor would keep. Sleep in peace, brave soul. The tower of God watches ever restore. We whisper to the stars up high, to guide our friend in the sky. Those shadows part our way, our hearts forever stay. East winds may blow, yet we stand fast. Memories anchored, our bonds will last. Mortar shadows will not consume, for hope is the light that will bloom. We whisper to the stars up high, to guide our friend in the sky. Those shadows part our way, our hearts forever stay.
I met Tom in a forest where the old trees dwell. His jacket was bright blue, his boots a yellow spell. He sang songs of ancient days where rivers run free, but no one will believe me, it's a mystery. It's like a dream I can't explain, but I saw Tom through the mist and rain. No one believes, yet it's true. I met Tom in his coat of blue. No one believes, but it's real. Old Tom in the forest is surreal. Goldberry was dancing near the water's edge, her laughter like a chime, a whisper in the hedge.
Tom told tales of the times long gone, when alone with a story hard to hold on. They say I've lost my mind, a tale so told. I met Tom, I swear it all. No one believes, yet it's true. No one believes, but it's real. Old Tom in the forest, surreal. In the shade of ancient trees, where the world stands still and time's at ease, I found a friend in a place unseen, as no one believes. No one believes, yet it's trees. No one believes, but it's real. Old Tom in the forest, surreal.
In a tavern dim-lit, the ale's flowing free, where the dwarves gather round in drunken revelry. With a plank of the mobs and a cheer from Big Buddy, we sit there and we laugh at birds left in the street. Tales of the old mines and treasures told honey. The fire's burning bright as we gather for one more spree. Into the abyss, down the forbidden light. The shadows kiss and madness intertwine. Sing up the darkest, call it out one more time. Call it that show. Let's drown in dwarven wine. Beneath mountain roots where the tales speak fear, the chasms so deep the rivers will steer clear. And here we all stand, torn never to disappear, leading towards the edge with a grin and a cheer. Where in the steins go, we dance without a care, with the echoes of our laughter, rolling it into the beat. Down the forbidden light, the shadows kiss and madness intertwine. Sing up the darkest, call it out one more time. For the night show, let's drown in dwarven wine. Wish I'd take her and hide, feel a rumble roar. Oh, under earth and sky we sing and implore. Courage to peep where legends explore. Just one more round for the spirit we adore. Into the abyss, down the forbidden light. The shadows kiss and madness intertwine. Sing out the darkness, call it out one more time. For the night show, let's drown in dwarven wine.
Just wanted to say thanks for sticking around, and I'll see everybody next week.
Bei jedem Schritt hat der Klang von Zwergenlied und Song. Unsere Hände, though dirty, feeling beauty in the storm. Jeder Edelstein shines like home where dreams are grown. Wir fühlen den Puls der Erde, deeply woven im Herz. Der Wind flüstert hier keine Angst mehr, no more hurt. Unsere Edelsteine leuchten wie Sterne in der Nacht. Hat unsere Hände full of strength und rough gemacht. Schöne kleine Edelsteine, gefällt es ihr hier wohl. Trotz der rauen Hände wie das Herz eines Trolls. Wir leben für die Geheimnisse, buried in the earth's heart. Ein Bündnis mit der Tiefe, jeder Teil nimmt Teil und Part. Die Melodie von Hammerstein, Echo an Cavern Walls. Mit jedem Game, der fundet, für die Seele Glück in Holz. Bekannt mit Lust und Liebe, jeder Edelstein ein kleiner Dream. Unsere Edelsteine leuchten wie Sterne in der Nacht. Hat unsere Hände full of strength und rough gemacht. Schöne kleine Edelsteine, gefällt es ihr hier wohl. Trotz der rauen Hände wie das Herz eines Todes. Die Steine, sie singen Geschichten von alter Rainer A. Die Melodien klingen sweet. Auf every part ein Reich unter Erde, wo Schönheit ist der Volk, wo wir alle zusammen, wir all become home. Unsere Edelsteine leuchten wie Sterne in der Nacht. Hat unsere Hände full of strength und Kraft gemacht. Schöne kleine Edelsteine, gefällt es dir hier wohl? Trotz der rauen Hände wie das Herz eines Tor.
Bei den Jules und der Edelhead schon die meine Gigolexigkeit ist das Dimension. Born in the rough and born from loyal, the honey you get in there. She gets up in yeah, they won't treasures. We take a touch, the first little bitches, and the babies, the fire, Beatles, Jules, and the Edelheads. Shoving the like a spirit, like she knows the range.
Lord, you'll shine. Despite more dust, we can't just guy. Pushing the force, and no light. You do what you didn't know, cause that might be jacket for the center. Listen, that's not that. Freedles in the hill. Chevy make like I took out this is my cheese.
Diamond sparkle under herbs and grace. Almost as the guy's 3 P's, you know the glory. Rough and rugged, yet filled with grace. Groove and eat all venos, grazie, grazie. Rhyme and free, we find out price. Push this, if you suck, mania coin, the diamond sparkle under herbs and grace. Almost as the guy's 3 P's, you know the glory. Shine.
Despite more dust, we can't just guy. Pushing the force, and no light. We should prove what you didn't know, cause that might be jacket for the center. Listen, that's not that. Freedles in the hill.
Chevy make like I took out this is my cheese.
With so resigned, I'm sure we was also. Главы и в пещере сокровища львиновы. Это история в наших землях. Владуин хван, скажет поста. Heart you shine. Despite all dust, we can't as a guy pushing the doors and then after talk that actually I'm gonna kiss that up. Despite all dust, we can't as a guy pushing the doors and doing all that lie. You could you look up, he knocked us that. Did you?
From the shy I walked alone, where the gardens once grown. Got the fire burnt on. It takes me so far from home. I am sound. I don't want to be here, but I fight without fear. I am sound. I stand tall. Loose the chains, break the wall.
I am Sam, I don't wanna be here. I watch the sun set beyond the Shire. Where's my heart? It's lost in tales and weary paths. Yet I march on with hope in hand. You're in my soul like morning dew. Your voice is sweet, yet it haunts me. I've walked this path 1,000 times, dear, because your love, it sets me free. In the quiet I hear the whispers, a life I left behind, simple world untouched by sorrow. Oh, my friend, your face is etched in every line of the journey we must follow. You're in my soul like morning dew. Your voice is sweet, yet it haunts me. I've walked this path 1,000 times, dear, because your love, it sets me free. Across plains and through the dark, your heart is what guides my way. In the silence, in the heart of night, it's your hand that makes me stay. You're in my soul like morning dew. Your voice is sweet, yet it haunts me. I've walked this path 1,000 times, dear, because your love, it sets me free.